With this video I would like to introduce the meeting client of TradersYard or of AgenaTrader. The meeting client is a conferencing environment which you might know with similar tools like TeamViewer, like AnyDesk, like GoToWebinar, Zoom, and something like this. So in the meeting client you are able to share your webcam, to share your desktop, to stream audio, to receive the streams from other participants. You can hold webinars, you can open offices. The difference between a webinar is basically that just one person is holding the webinar, many people are listening, like you might know from GoToWebinar, for example. Or an office is a room where many people can stream at the same time, where they can talk to each other, where they can share their desktops at the same time. It's just more or less that people can see each other, many people can see each other, can talk to each other, like you might know from Zoom or from similar tools. Okay, so this is just an introduction. Let's get into TradersYard. TradersYard is a social network, like you might know, like LinkedIn, but it's specifically for traders. So basically here this is a place where traders meet each other. Here you see already different events. These are streaming events, webinars, offices. People can create offices, can create webinars, and they will be shown here at the landing page of TradersYard. But to get into TradersYard, you need to log in. If you have your credentials already, you press the login button. They are preset, they are by default already there. If you have entered them once, you log in and you are ending up in TradersYard. Now you are signed on. Here you see the different menu items. These are offices and these are workshops. Let's go into, I just show you how an office works, that you see what you might expect in the next few minutes. Basically here, this is just a screenshot of an office, how it works. That here you see, for example, this is a team cam. These are private cams or single user cams where just they are streaming it themselves. Here you see desktop sharing, here desktop sharing, here desktop sharing. Here you see the group chat where the whole team can communicate in one chat, or here you see the different participants of this office, of this team. They can also talk to each other, and here you see, for example, this is the private chat where, for example, I can chat to Manuel directly, and so on. And there are some buttons here on the right side with different functionalities, but I just will explain when we are walking through these tools. Okay, let's start. Difference between office and workshop. Let's open a workshop first. Let's go into Mike's Traders Lounge. Of course, this is not working in the moment, but just see if you open a workshop. You see here timeline. You see here basically that people can post some information, that on the right side there is the workshop chat where people are talking to each other, where the whole workshop, all the participants in the workshop can talk, and if somebody is writing something into this message box, everybody who is participating in this workshop will get the information and will see it. And everybody can do it there as long as people have the permission for it. Here you see private chats. That means that if you would like to directly talk to Martin or to Arcestis or whomever, you can just select them and can just start chatting. But of course, this is just the chatting part. We are mainly concentrating on the streaming part. To open the meeting client, you can press this button here, join with client, and here you can select what you would like to open. For example, here you see meeting client and here you see AgenaTrader. The meeting client basically is a standalone application, but it's also directly integrated into AgenaTrader. So basically, if you own AgenaTrader or you have rented it, you have the possibility to directly stream or receive streams directly in the trading platform. If you don't have AgenaTrader, for example, if you don't have AgenaTrader, or you do not want to open the meeting client in AgenaTrader because you just would like to trade there, and you would like to open the meeting client on another device, on another computer or whatever, then you just open the meeting client directly. Let's open the meeting client. Let's press the button, just a moment. Here we are. Okay, good. So now we have pressed this join with client, and you see here that the meeting client for this webinar has been opened. You see the same picture. You see here also the same description of the webinar, what is in the room, in the web room itself. And here you see different buttons. So basically, because this is a webinar, and the difference between a webinar to an office is that a webinar is mainly driven by one presenter. So there is one presenter who is maybe streaming the webcam, who is talking and is streaming his desktop, and there are many listeners which just listen, and maybe they are chatting, but they are not allowed to talk or something like this. So basically this is always a one-to-many relationship, that one person is talking, presenting, and all the others are listening. Let's go to the office, because there everybody is allowed, or most of the participants are allowed to talk and to share something, and this is more obvious to explain the functionalities. Okay, so basically this is workshops, join with client, and then the meeting client gets open, and if Mike would present, if Mike would hold a webinar in the moment, you would see his webinar, you would see his desktop. Since it's Saturday, since it's weekend, nobody is holding webinars or something like this, so basically it's here just the splash screen what you see. Okay, let's go into the office. The offices, here you see a list of offices where I am, for example, participating. Of course, there are many offices, but this is our own office. We are driving our company mainly via virtual offices. Let's click on it, and here you again come into the office room. Basically, this is our office. There are different permissions or security levels of offices. There is this public office where basically everybody can join. Then there is a protected office where people who want to join need to, for example, here you see the participants, need to request that they are allowed to join. Here you see if somebody would have requested to join, you would see here an entry, which I would need to confirm or reject. And then there are private offices, and the private offices you would not see here in the search. So if you go to search, or if you would enter here search criteria, you would just see the public and the private offices, or the participants of TradersYard, but you never would see any private entities like private workshops or private offices or private events. So basically, this is the difference between protected and private and public. But mainly, this is just everything managed by TradersYard or by the meeting client itself. So let's open the meeting client. You press here, join with client. Now you can select where you would like to open, as we have already heard before. Also with the workshops, you can open the meeting client as a standalone application, or you can open also offices directly in AgenaTrader. Now we are opening here the meeting client, the standalone application. Press this button here. Okay, so basically this is, in this case, the default layout of the office. In our case, you see here already one webcam running into our development office. You see here basically the webcam running. Today is of course Saturday, nobody is there. Here again, this is basically how our virtual office looks like. This is a team, and these are different participants, co-workers of the company. Here you see a screen sharing, here you see a screen sharing, desktop sharing as well, and so on. Okay, good. So then what you see here is the group chat, which I've already mentioned also, which is available in the workshops as well. Here you can type in some comments, and that when you type in something here into this group chat, everybody in the team would see it. And everybody in the team is also allowed to type something in to have a group conversation or office conversation. So now you would like to share your screen, and clicking the right mouse button, you see here what you would like to share. So in this case, basically the default is that this is a 3-monitor system here where I'm working on. You see basically all the monitors. So you can select which one you would like to see. Let's go to display 1. You see display 1 is now the TradersYard. Let's go to display 2. There's another one, and display 3. This is now here, this monitor on this side. Okay, let's just stream the display where TradersYard is open. This was display 1. Now you see here TradersYard. Okay, so because you have selected it, as soon as you press this button here, you see that this display where TradersYard is located is going to be streamed now. It's of course it's live streaming, as you see here. If you move something, it's moving also there. So basically it's yes, live streaming. Now you can also stream your webcam. You press on this button. Now you see me. Hello. You see here basically audio is not switched on yet, so it's not blue. So that means if some other people would be in the room currently, if we would look like this in the moment, nobody would hear me currently. As soon as I'm pressing here audio, everybody can listen to me, what I'm talking about. So basically this is if there are 10 people and they have switched on the speakers. This is also the next one. You can switch on and off your speakers. If speakers is switched on, then everybody who has switched on the speakers can hear me. So basically, if somebody is talking on the other side and I have switched on the speakers, I can hear him talking, or all the other people talking, because there must be a group discussion or something like this. If you switch off speakers, everything is switched off, you cannot hear anything. So for example, if you're getting a phone call, if you want to switch off the speakers, that you don't hear any other noise, then it's silent. As soon as you switch on speakers, you will hear what's going on in this room here. If you switch off audio, nobody can hear you what you're talking about. As soon as you switch on audio, everybody can hear you who has switched on speakers. Basically here you can switch on and off the chat. You see here, group chat, on and off. You also see here in the group chat basically the logging. What if somebody switches on or off his streaming, you also will see it here in the group chat. Here you see the participants. Basically, so these are all the participants of our development office. Of course, today there is just me in the office, and there are some other streams are running. For example, Ternopil office is this webcam here. This is called Thermopyl office because this is a remote office, and this is a team cam what we have installed there. And all the other people are here in this list. And if somebody would be online in the moment, you would see it here as a green color, then you know this person is online. In this case, all of them are offline. Okay, settings. Here you have a lot of different settings. For example, you can choose what speakers you would like to use. Here you can choose which microphones you would like to use for streaming. Here we have already seen which this is what you would like to stream. You can stream the different displays, you can stream different windows only. So for example, if you would like just to stream okay, this is now just one window which is here on the other monitor, but now we are just streaming this window. Let's go back to display 1. So, and now we are streaming again this display 1 on the other side. So this one. Okay, good. This is something what you can set here. Then you can select if you would like to show your streams or to hide your streams. You have selected streams and you have selected webcam, and you just would like to switch them off for a moment. You click here and then they are switched off. Here they are switched on again. This is something for screen recording. If you, because you see here there is a start record, and here you can just make your settings for screen recording, some different settings here, and here you also can select certain notifications you will get if somebody, for example, is starting streaming or stopping streaming or something like this. You can everything enter here, chatting, notifications, and everything like this. So basically this is like the MeetingClient is working. The same functionality, but in a little bit more extended manner, is working in AgenaTrader as well. So basically, let's switch over to Agena. I'm just moving the office away from here, the MeetingClient office, and we're opening Agena. So basically this is our trading platform where you can change the tabs here, talking tab system and something like this. So okay, let's open now functionalities which are working in AgenaTrader. So basically it's absolutely the same like we have seen in the MeetingClient already. A little bit more functionality what we have here. So let's go to TradersYard. Let's open the chat. So now the chat has been opened. In this chat you see all the contacts where you're participating. That means either offices or single person or webinars, workshops and stuff like this. So basically you see here, this is our office, and you come immediately into the group chat. Let's just look at it. You see this is the group chat, the same what we have already seen here. Group chat, the same you will also see here in AgenaTrader. You're clicking a person and there you see this is a private chat, so you can directly chat out of AgenaTrader with your friends and with other offices and stuff like this. So basically this is the functionality here. Let's just move it over. What you also can do is you can open, for example, offices. You will get an office tab here. Let's just move this over. Okay, so we have the chat, we have the offices here, and here you see, for example, let's look for our office. Where is it? Okay, here's the AgenaTrader virtual office. So let's click on it. And you see here in this AgenaTrader virtual office, there is exactly the same streams like you see here in the MeetingClient, but it's directly in AgenaTrader. So you see already all these functionalities which are in the MeetingClient are reused here in AgenaTrader. You also see here that the same buttons on the side. So let's just move it a little bit over here. Okay, let's adjust it a little bit. Okay, good, yes. Anyway, good. So you see here the group chat again. You see here screens, webcam, audio, speakers, chat, participants. This button here, this is also the same here in the MeetingClient. Double click on it. It just closes it. Double click, it's getting opened again. So the same here, double click, close, double click, open. So, okay, so this is basically functionality here that you see. You can open offices, you can open different offices at the same time. This is very helpful. Let's go into, for example, this How room. Of course, this is also a trading room, a live trading room, but on the weekend, of course, nobody is trading because the markets are closed. So let's just open it. And you see also this room is somehow streaming, just some background picture. One desktop is shared in the moment. Basically, there are sometimes 20 people in this room. So basically, this is also something what should be mentioned is here that, let's open this one again. So basically here in such an office, about up to 20 people can stream. That means you can see 20 faces and or 20 desktops. So in all, about 20 streams can run at the same time. This is basically possible in an office. In a workshop, there is always just one desktop, one webcam maybe, if at all. And of course, there are about 400 people can take part in a webinar and can listen to it, because this does not take any resources. If you are streaming, it always takes a lot of resources on the server and there is just a certain capacity available on the server, and if there are too many streams running at the same time, the server gets overloaded. So basically here we have an upper limit of about 20 parallel streams in such a room, but if you are just running a workshop, then there are just 2 streams running at the same time via the server, and a lot of people, hundreds of people can take part and can listen and look what a workshop is doing, what in a workshop is going on. So this is also difference between an office and a workshop. Okay, yes, so, and if, for example, you also could open another room, again here, let's just open, for example, this one. It's not running, so here we just see the chat because nobody is streaming there. Here somebody is streaming, and here we have three components which are streaming in this room. Okay, but you also can open here a workshop. Just a moment, TradersYard, let's open a workshop. And here you see again Mike's Traders Lunch, open it. So now we are in the workshop of Mike's Traders Lunch. As again you see here the possibilities, buttons, questions, chattings and settings and stuff like this. And here of course this is also not running at the moment. But you see, you can take part on different events, different workshops at the same time, in the same moment. So it is even possible to stream into different rooms at the same time. So here you see I'm streaming into virtual office, and I'm also able to stream here into this room. Just open the webcam. Is it also working? Yes. So basically it's no webcam. I only can share into one room, but the desktop I can share into different rooms. Okay. There is one more functionality. As you see here, we have the list of participants in an office, and you can directly also communicate to these people here. So either you would like to chat, so let's just do it with Manuel. Manuel might even be here. You click on it and you see immediately Manuel's chat. Let's make it a little bit bigger. So basically what I can do now is I can directly chat to Manuel, and you also would see here, if we are moving over our webinar TradersYard, immediately let's select Manuel. So it doesn't matter where you are entering it. Just for video, you enter it here, and of course you see it immediately also in Manuel's chat, in the private chat, that it has appeared. So basically these chats, they are communicating. Doesn't matter if you're entering something here in TradersYard into the chat or here in the meeting client. If you're entering something here, test 2 for video, it immediately appears also here, and you have the same text here. Okay. If you delete it from here, you say delete, it's also gone here. Let's delete then the other one also, delete, it's deleted here as well. Okay, good. Next thing is you see also some buttons here. You can call directly this person. So basically it's like Skype. If you would like to call him, I don't think that he is now available because he is not green here, but I'm just pressing this button and you see here I'm calling Manuel. And if he would pick up here, I could also share my screen. I also could share my webcam and stuff like this directly to him. And it would be basically similar to that what we see here in an office, but just between him and me currently. So this is also the next part, that you have a peer-to-peer calling, but it's everything running via the same technology. Does not matter if it's an office, if it's a workshop, or if it's peer-to-peer calling. In the background we have also the same technology. It's just differently handled and differently managed from the meeting client, but the technology, the streaming technology, is the same in any case. Okay, I think that's it. I think I have explained all the functionalities. Just let me think. Recording, okay, just recording is just press again, select what you would like to record, display. Now you see again it's the same like with streaming, streaming, that you can select what you would like to select. You also can select basically the video format. You can select the frame rate and a lot of different things to record your webinars, your displays and everything like this. If you would like to record, you just press recording, stop recording again. If it's black, then it has been stopped. I think that's it. everything is explained. I hope it was understandable. Thank you for participation, and talk to you in another video and lecture about AgenaTrader. Thank you. Goodbye.